Okay, I think that's enough of that bit. That is not enjoyable for anyone. But the next time Ando says something or goes, oh, here we go again, I'm going right back to being mute. Hello, everyone. It has been a minute. I hope you're all doing well for those that are here. I am doing well. We are close to actually finishing this. I think we're close to getting everything done. It's still gonna be a bit. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I'm tired of working on the same models all the time. So, but it is fine. At the very least, all I was doing was adding that, a little bit of brown, and then really the ATV doesn't have much left. I think it's just the Marines that are left to be done. And then from there, I will move over to the Blade Guard, which I really only have like 4 models. 4 or 5? Should be a 6-man squad. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 to do. I have 3 on the side. Have I been playing with 1 model less the entire time? Probably. Probably have been. Anyway. I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're enjoying your week and all that stuff. I've had a... Yeah. It's been a good week so far. I'm trying to think if there's been anything negative. Not currently at the moment. Actually got to do some like manual labor. I mean, not that I don't do manual labor already, but got to lay down a stone path, which I haven't done in a bit, and I felt kind of good doing that. I'm like, I miss it a little bit. I don't miss doing the really big patios and spending weeks and weeks there, but it's like, okay, this ain't too bad. I can do this every once in a while. I'm trying to think, what else? I don't really have much else to say. Oh yeah, I'm gonna move over to here. And I know I painted this in copper, but now I want to add a bit of gold to it. Make it to be brighter, and then I'm going to work on doing a burn effect with it. So we'll see how that works. That copper was very thin, so it might not be the, might be a multi-layer thing. And I just wiped off way too much of that gold. Let's try this again. That's better. That's better. So yeah, Warhammer came out with a new update for a bunch of data sheets and stuff like that. And updated some new oh god, I can't remember its name. I know the name of the damn thing, but now I can't remember what it's freaking called. It's not, well, it's detachments, but they updated the dispositions. That's what I was looking for. I've been running knights the last 2 weeks, and like 75% of knights, like knight detachments, were purge the foe or take the hold or take and hold, and they've changed a lot of them to now be like all the other ones and actually set it out. I would say knights are doing really well. I've lost both my games as playing knights, but I've had a lot of fun and very close games playing my knights. I know I said I won one game recently with the Knights, but I'm taking that away from me. Because I didn't finish my opponent's turn 4, and I felt really scummy afterwards not doing it, so... sorry, Shovel, I didn't read off your comment. He said, I painted my first mini in months and was actually fun. Well, that's good to hear. What mini did you paint up? Trying to think the next thing I go for after this. I think I need a bit of a break from my Marines, and I need to move on to another army. I have one... Oh, it's the Knights. The Knights I want to get done. Krieg, nice. Love good Krieg. Yeah, I think after I'm done with this 2,000 point list, I might move over to my Knights list. As much as I'll do one for a video, but the rest I'll kind of show off. Or I can do on stream. But I know I also have so many other models I could be doing. I just need a bit of a break from other stuff. That's probably why I move from model to model so much, is that I get burned out over the same thing. Okay, I think that gold copper worked out. Okay, and I've seen some people use a purple wash to make it look a little more like a burn effect. So I'm going to try that and see how well it works. Worst thing I do is I pull out my paints and I start trying to blend things together. I need... Well, I got a red tone. I don't think that's the right one I want to use. There it is. You know what I also need? I need a red. Because for the Gatling gun, I think a red canister on the top would be kind of good for the Gatling gun. Would it be weird? Yes, but I'm thinking this is like a pressurized gas or something. And it's dangerous, so don't explode it. But I could do another color. Not sure. Do that one. I think I've done it once before. So yeah, it does work really well. Actually, but besides Blade Guard, I have the tank I can do. Should I move over to doing another vehicle after this? I mean, the Blade Guard, it's really only Purity Seals and a couple eye lenses. How's it going, Darren? Hope you're doing well this evening. Actually joined in at a good time. Oh. Do I want to use this one? I don't think I do. I think this is the brush. Yeah, a lot more than that on the brush. What else? I am actually torn between what models I want to buy next. I was gonna buy, and if it was still available, the vehicle box that came out for Space Marines a while ago, the one that comes with 2 repulsors and 2 dreadnoughts. I've been thinking about buying those for a little bit. And I know that's currently $270 to buy. There's just been like one box of local game store for sale for a while. But I'm also, now that I've been playing the Knights, there's 2 40k Knights that I don't have. It's the Castellan and then the new one that came out a little while ago. And I definitely want a Castellan, but I also want to get the other Knight as well. I think it'd be definitely good. I don't have good anti-tank in my Knight list. I'm not terrible against it. I'm better at fighting infantry than I am fighting other vehicles. Not that I can't do it. I have to focus a lot of stuff into a vehicle. But I know with the Castellan, there's a strength 12 weapon, I think. And it is a anti-monster vehicle weapon. So I think that would be a good one to get for the list. And I do want the other one just because I think it does look really cool. Out of all the Knights, if I could pilot myself, I think that's the one I would want, is the mid-range one that's between an Armiger and the regular size Knights. Although, the Lancer is also really cool. And I've seen that in person. That's a big Knight too. It's a hard choice. It's either I go for like an old 30k Knight that I want to try piloting, or that new one. Actually, on the topic of vehicles, if you could bring one vehicle from sci-fi to the real world, what vehicle would it be? As your personal, everyday, like, drive vehicle. I think with saying that, I probably have opened the door to some interesting suggestions. Or options, I mean. Okay. Excuse me. That's really good. Let's get this guy done. And then we'll go from there. Well, that's definitely way too wet. There we go. I have to give that a moment to dry. And then go back at it. You would want the Independence Day ship? Now I'm curious what that is. Independence Day ship. Let's see. Oh! Geez, that's a big ass ship. It's good. That is such a large ship. I'm trying to like think of that fully like practically with someone. And I think that's just so impractical that it's just funny. It's good for you. Got it. Okay, so I gotta do white for the eyes. And then I should touch up underneath that little bit right there. And then I gotta do something for the front guns. Normally I do green for my guns. There's just so much green on this model already. Oh, now that I also see, there is a spot that I can see the bullets are. That's too much paint. I can already tell it's gonna be bad. That works. Oh, hello, bud. Okay, we'll let that dry before I add a little bit more in. Is it too much white? I think that'll work for now. How's this looking? Actually looking relatively okay. Cool. Screw it. We'll use the speed paint for the guns. I don't really want to mess around with it too much. And there. It's definitely a brighter green compared to the rest. And oh, you did a Warhammer Titan? Ah, how was it? It's a big model. Like, I think I've seen it in person once before. Maybe it was a Warhound. I don't know. I don't remember fully, but Titans in general look really cool. I would like to do a game with a Titan at one point. I think just for the novelty of it. The hard part is to play them in a proper 2,000 point game. They're not well designed for that. They're more like designed for, I think they're apocalypse games. Or ones where you're like a really large force versus another large force. Oh, no. I don't want to touch. No. I touched a part with some green accidentally. And there. I will say, sometimes I think bigger models are more fun to paint. You got more room to do detail and just practice and have fun with it. Is that it? Am I done with the ATV now? No, there's one little spot I need to touch up. But I can actually put this guy together and sitting in the cockpit. I wouldn't mind this not being a push fit, at least this part right here. Like, make this arm connection be gluable. There. There, he's in. I'm sure there's a little more I could do here and there. I think this is meant to be like a small centerpiece model, but I'm not really gonna. I'm not doing it as a centerpiece. Just trying to make it match the army the best I can. So we got that up on there, and he needs some touch up underneath his chin area. There's one spot that did not get paint. I put that away. I think there's some at the cap. Yeah, there is. Sweet. Yeah, that's good. And now we'll put them fully together, and he will be actually ready for the table. Oh, I just fizzily pulled away some red paint from that. There. ATV's fully done. That has been, I don't know how many streams, but is ready to go on the table and get exploded in turn 1. So. But it feels good to have this done. Very happy with that. I can set that on the shelf. With all the other ones. Do I want to work on... I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be... Wouldn't be that much to do on this. These guys, really? I think it's just purity seals on those two. On this guy, it's also just the purity seals. And I think this is the only one that needs more than just the purity seals done. Yeah, he does need a lot more than just purity seals. Wow, he was done a long time ago. I tried sponging with this guy. Oh, I also realized their eyes aren't painted yellow either. Well, we can definitely fix that. Uh. I just realized I'm missing my model stand. Did I put it somewhere and not realize it? Oh no, right there. Ugh, blends in with the rest of my paints and everything I got on top. Let's do you, Mr. High and Mighty. I also got to do the bases at some point as well. Like, on all of them, paint them up properly and make them look like the way I want them to. You missed me being quiet for you, Ando. We were gonna have a whole stream where I didn't speak at all. But then we realized how boring that was, and we stopped that. Oh, I stopped that. You also missed me finally finishing the ATV. That is fully done and now sitting on the shelf as another fully completed model. So now I'm just gonna do 3 or 4 blade guard. Make them, I don't know, just do their finishing touches and maybe move on to the Gladiator Lancer. Although I'm also tempted to keep working on one of the Knights. Actually, we'll have like 50 streams of me just working on one Knight. How does that sound for once we're done with this? I will certainly go for that there, kitty. Also, it's good to see you here. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. I think if I do the night, well, when I do the nights, I'm going to do a new thumbnail. I think I might do my little character in, like, a garage, and we just do, like, a night model backing up slowly. And, like, the little guys, instead of, like, paintbrushes, it's, like, the, at the airport, the guy that has, like, the little lights that tells the plane where to go. We just have him in a hard hat backing up a night. So, Sarah Kitty said, I primed a Necron vehicle today, the command barge, annihilation barge. Oh, you have it magnetized. Now it's time to get painted. Nice. Yeah, that's their weird, like, flying brick, right? I think I know which one that is. Has like a bunch of little warriors inside it. Or am I thinking of another model? How's it going, Coffee? I'm doing well. No, it's like a flying... Oh, the croissant! Oh, the flying croissant. Got it. That's such a funny model. I think I've seen a photo of someone just putting a croissant on a flying stand for it. And that's their model. That's a funny little piece. I like Necrons. I think I'd like to do a Necron army. The problem is that a lot of their a lot of their models I'm not a fan of. Like I'm more of a fan of like the Destroyer cult. But if I do Necrons, I'm like heavily modifying a lot of them to fit more what I would want for Necrons. There's a model bigger, but it's the night side to which has the shape, but that is much bigger. Now I want to see what that model looks like. Oh, Brooke is a awesome character. Definitely I can see how people think he's annoying in the beginning. I would probably get annoyed after some time, but really it's like the same thing with Sanji in One Piece. Like they're just characters, and they're there for a quick laugh, a quick bit. I should finish working on some kill teams too. I know a while ago I was working on the Necron kill team. The Catan shards do look really cool. Those... Which one would I'd have to look at all the Catan shards and decide which one I would want to get. I'm not sure. Your Facebook feed distracted you with a total whiplash? By the way, hi Grim. That was Grim's message I just read off. And then Sarah Kitty says, I like how I have to imagine magnetizing. I can either put the Overlord on or the huge Tesla gun. Ooh, interesting. Responding to what Coffee said, he does paint out some good Necrons. I can't remember fully what his I can't remember fully what his scheme is. I feel like if I know if I do Necrons, I want them to look like oxidized copper. Like shiny copper and oxidized copper at the same time. It's actually the only reason why I bought copper metallic paint was for them. Yeah, it might be white and orange. Yeah. I like the look of copper and aged copper especially. I like how Grim and Ando are just doing their own thing currently. Keep being you two. So is there only one purity seal on this dude? There is. Do. Okay, here we go. Actually, I do have one Sisters of Battle unfinished for my list. Yes! That I've heard plenty of times there, Coffee. Actually, I think for Tyranids, besides, like, you don't get any biomass, it is a negative all the way around, because the Necron gun just disintegrates you by atom, leaving nothing behind. I think. I don't know fully. But from how I've seen it in videos and stuff like that, oh, that would be interesting to see. How's it going, Clownfish? Good to see you here. I hope you're doing well this evening. I should tune into Rosia streams, all that. How's it going, Jack? Good to see you. How's it going, Mini Crocs? Welcome! Grim. Whenever I paint the crons, my nobility will be pearly white with gold bits and crimson lightning. Non-nobles will be black and silver and red for lightning. Ooh, interesting. Oh, what did you paint today, Clownfish? Yeah. Oh, it's in the Discord. Okay, okay. We're gonna see. Well, I'm gonna see what Clownfish painted up. Oh, is it your, did you do the new, Space Marine Captain? Did you do a Space Marine Captain for yourself? I think is what I was trying to say. Oh, I like that hazard hand. I like the glow effect, too. Oh, Lord. Well, good for you, Coffee. Glad you did some stuff you enjoyed. I'm sure you'll come up with an amazing scheme, Minnie. Grim also posted one of my current commissions in working on after work. Okay, you'll post one after work. Ah, God. Whew, excuse me. Yeah, it looks good. Respond to Clownfish. It does look good. Oh, my bad, Grim. My bad. My bad. God, I must sound like a schizo to other people. Like, I don't say your guys' name for what I'm reading off. I just talk to y'all. So, like, if anyone else doesn't know what I'm doing, I just sound like a schizophrenic person talking to themselves. Or anyone popping in, too. They'd be like, what is this? Who is this guy talking to? Ooh, do your last Centurion, then you're full. Because it's a 3-man squad. If you do your last Centurion, you got a full 3-man squad painted up. But a Vindicator is cool as well. Oh, I just realized I actually have something to post on Instagram now. Because I finished the ATV, I get to post that. And if I finish this squad of Blade Guard, I can post 3 Blade Guard together. Wow, it's been a minute since I posted anything on Instagram. Ooh. I don't keep up with that at all. I probably should try to make more posts, more like, hey, this is what I'm working on, this is what I'm like doing as whips, but I don't know. I mostly just focus here on YouTube on what I'm doing. Yeah, good for you with that coffee. Still gotta finish my second armature, then I'm going to paint one of the old 90s Source Warriors. Oh! Oh, that's cool, coffee. I mean, you can certainly do both, coffee. It just... you gotta follow certain guidelines and stuff like that. I don't know if YouTube's stricter with guidelines compared to Instagram, but it's definitely 2 different style of people on there. At least I think it is. Ooh, careful of that, Grim. Posting your friend code out in a random stream. You might get someone weird. Jack, I want to learn how to paint comic book style, but first I have to learn how to paint relatively goodish style. I think comic book style is mostly just like thick black lines and then the color in between. Yeah, me, I'm the weird one. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. Yeah, I apologize about going quiet. I had to do something really quick, but now I am back. Hi, Rory. So, like, are you saying one unit is Pledge the Corn and one is Pledge the Nurgle? Or are you saying each individually Marine is to a different god? Because yeah, when you do a Chaos Marine army, they have a icon that they can devote to, and it gives them little buffs and all that stuff. So then there's an undivided one, and then there's one for each of the Chaos Gods itself. And both of those, or all those, give a different buff depending on what you do. You can also use certain models from each of the Chaos Gods in your army. It's like you can only use Plague Marines if you're doing... You can only use Plague Marines if you want to do Nurgle. Khorne Berserkers if you're doing Khorne. Well, not if you're doing it, but that's what you can add in. Rubric Marines, and then I think it's Noise Marines for Slaanesh. So those are like the only ones from each of those factions that you can use in your army. If you're doing Undivided. But they can have a icon or mark from different ones. I mean, you can certainly do that. I do that for my buddy's Chaos Army. I paint up each shoulder from a different legion. It's just mechanically, you gotta select an icon for them in the game. But model-wise, you could be like, this guy worships Khorne, this guy worships, like, Tzeentch. And you can have lore-wise, they're just gonna fight each other, and... like, they'll bicker back and forth. Because that is a thing in Undivided. Like, they all follow different gods. Some don't follow any gods, some do... Some try to follow all four. It really just depends on how you want to paint them and think of all that stuff. I hope that answers your question. I don't know if it does or not. It does look interesting to paint. I have no idea on where I would even start with that. Well, good night, coffee. Let's see. Jack says, I've been trying to learn the one card mastery trick, but not fully grown hands can do it. Cartomancy? I've never heard of that. Rory, it's okay. No. Give me a minute, guys. The dog is freaking out about something. I'm just trying to calm him down. Oh, learning all the card tricks and stuff. Okay. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, definitely practice that now. I mean, you're building the muscles or in the muscle memory for it right now, so... Yeah. I don't know about that. My hands are probably too large. It's really more like a dexterity thing than it is a size thing. Like, the more you can... I guess, yeah, work on your dexterity? Yeah, dexterity. Because my buddy Afro that I've had here on a little bit, he works on knife tricks, or he likes to practice knife tricks. So like the butterfly knife, the ones that a lot of people spin around, flip and all that stuff. He's been practicing with it since high school. And he's gotten pretty good at it. He actually started with like a homemade butterfly knife made out of wood, and then he like bought a butterfly knife, dulled it, and tried it for himself. Oh, that's an interesting trick. You go to stretch some fingers further than yours can go. Huh. Yeah, yeah, go for it. I don't know if I have a specific spot for stuff like that, but yeah, I'd say go for it. And nice. I can't see that one, so don't worry about it. These two I can. I should make some more purity seals for myself. And actually have them around. Oh, I actually saw in person. So last time I went to a tournament, I made some purity seals to give to my opponents. And I saw one of them that I made on the case of one of my opponents, like last week. And it actually made me really happy to see that. It's like, oh, he actually finds that really cool. It's on his case. So that kind of made my day when I saw that. Sometimes I worry when I give gifts that people won't actually enjoy them or think they're neat and all that. So to see someone actually display it on their stuff makes me very happy. I should do that with the one I got from that guy years ago. I need to find it, and I should find a spot to put it somewhere. Okay, he just needs his eyes done, but he is... Oh, can you focus? There you are. So we got all those set. Now we'll just do the one, then I'll move over to doing 6 billion again. Oh, excuse me. And just a slight start. So a little bit of like a personal thing I'm doing this weekend is I'm going to a Renaissance fair. I probably shouldn't, but I am planning on buying myself something within reason. It is within reason. I think I'm gonna buy myself a Knight's helmet, like a little LARP Knight's helmet. I think that'd be really cool to have and like display in my office. I've been working on a costume over the years, just kind of buying pieces for it, slowly adding new things to it. I think end goal is I'm trying to make a like woodsman fighter guy, so I want to find a helmet that will kind of work with that idea and design. He is done as well. Well, at least for now. This guy has 70 purity seals on his body. He's got 3 on the shield, 2 on his little shield on the chest, then on his thigh, and then 1 in the back. That's a lot of purity seals. Ooh. Idea for kind of future Ren Fair stuff. What if I did an armor piece and I threw on some Purity Seal things? I could try to make it look like a AOS style outfit. That would be interesting. Oh, were you able to get in there, bud? Where? Oh, jeez, I just saw what Grim was working on. That is a gnarly looking model. And this will be the last one for the shield. I think I have enough paint left on this wet palette. I don't want to get some new paint just when I'm so close to being done with these. Cool, just got one more. And then this guy's done with purity seals. We can then move over to doing the eyes. And then I will do a wash on the purity seals. Yeah, there we go. Another dude done. So now I need the white, and we're going to do that for the eyes. So I can go in with a contrast paint and make that look nice and spiffy. Ooh, should I do the yellow or should I switch it to a different speed paint? I'm tempted to switch to a different speed paint, but I don't think I need to. And even though I did just take you off, we will use you again. Get a nice thin... See if I can get this. Might have gone over a little bit. Well, I did good on some eyes, and these I messed up on pretty bad. Well, I can always fix it after. I will check it out at some point. Well, some point soon. That's better. Okay, that's bad. I need to spend a day doing eyes. Do I want to try Nuclear Sunrise for the eyes? No, that'd be just very off. Pretty sure I used that one. Oh, look at those! Oh, you did really well on the burn effect on them. You look pretty good there, Jack. Pretty good. Oh, you're welcome. I think doing burn effects like that are fun. I haven't done it in a while. I should. Take that black and touch up around the eyes where I overspilled. That is too much paint on there. You want to try making a Google Doc for my lore? I mean, I have a Google Doc with the base information about my lore. I haven't touched it since I, did my first crusade, so I don't have anything updated or new. I probably should update some stuff and probably tweak some stuff here and there. Okay, now that I have all that done, I need to do a wash on the purity seals, touch up the eyes because they look funky. Welcome back, Clownfish. It's not a bad idea. I've heard, well, I want to get a resin printer myself at some point. I just haven't, well, I don't got the space for one. That's what it boils down to. I personally don't have the space for one, but definitely do want to get one. Yeah, and it's a lot of research and trying to make sure you have the right ventilation, a couple other things. But just doing the research into it is important. Okay. Better. Well, goodbye, Jack. I could afford one, but I'd be very broke after that. At some point, I'll have to get one or keep buying Warhammer. In the long run, the printer is probably cheaper. Yeah, it definitely is cheaper. Plus, like, it's not just the models and stuff that you have to, or you wouldn't have to worry about printing off. You could do, like, terrain or basing bits or all these other little, like, small things. Ooh. Touch one part a little bit too much, but I think that's okay. Oh yeah, then an MDF one. Perfect. Yeah, it's the amount of layers, I think it is. At least that's what I have been told. It's like how thick your filament is, and then that's kind of like knowing your space in between. Yeah, that's better. Oh. Ah, yeah, that is... I want to say that is a big difference. I don't really know the difference that much or that well. Okay, let's get these purity seals done. And then... I can call these guys finished. It's definitely a lot more orange than I expected. Yeah, that's light tone. Let's see what this does. Also could be like how much I put on that one compared to the rest. Oh, excuse me. I feel a little bit accomplished. I'm actually getting some more stuff done. In reality, I have a full 6-man squad of Blade Guard done. And that is really all I will ever need for at least this list. I will definitely do more in the future. I have a few here and there. But to have these guys actually kind of look like a coherent squad will be awesome. And I'm just going to compare... Oh, I'm sorry for that being so blurry there, folks. The dark tone for the parchment... Actually, I don't know if I like the... Like, this is dark tone. This is a light tone wash. I think the light tone is better. Oh boy, do I need to fix your eyes. I could actually do that here because I have the paint out. I will do that for you. You deserve that much. And is that all of them? It is. There's definitely some of these guys that I'm like, I can touch up more here and there. This one, this is what I need. This is a better look at the two of them side by side. Oh yeah. We're going to do light tone in the future when I'm doing purity seals. Dark tone's good for like the red, but light tone's better for the paper. That is a very big difference. Like, it actually looks like proper paper. And I'm going to touch your eyes because those are some... This is probably like... It's not the first Blade Guard I've ever done. But it was the first one in this color scheme. And you can tell I am not good at eyes. So we are going to fix his huge old bug eyes I had. That already fixed up quite a bit. Can I get in the eye? Almost. Almost in the eye. That might be okay. That's better. I like that. I can touch up your eyes because you need it. Oh, let's not go in the eye. And you... I can live with. Well, there. I'm going to call... the Blake art aren't really done. If I did this guy, it would be a full squad. But I think I'm going to keep Proxy and the Champion in with this squad. So I'm going to call them done. But I will work on you at some point. You deserve it as well. You were another, like, very first one I've ever done. And deserve to be fully finished. Ooh. What's up, Taylor? Yeah, I know. This guy is very dusty. He's been sitting on the shelf collecting dust. Like, I gotta take a brush to him and actually clean him up. Let's do that real quick. Make sure to, like, dust off your minis after a while, because they'll sit there and just keep collecting dust and won't look so good after a bit. But yeah, Blade Guard are done. That's 2 units tonight we've... Well, 2 units we've gotten done. These guys were pretty much like a 95% there. And like I said, this is the only guy that I gotta fully do. But I can work on him later. I got myself... This is like OG painting squad I did, and now this is just like I changed one thing. There we go. I changed the purity seal stuff I was doing, so very happy with that. They will sit. Yeah, that's very true. You don't want dust getting in the paint. Yeah, because you missed it, Taylor. I finally finished the ATV as well. ATV is fully done. It was very little need to be touched up and stuff like that, but I'm happy that one is done. It's ready to sit on the table and get destroyed turn 1. I put away a lot of those minis. I have still here. I have this. I have this big SOB that I can do. I don't know if I want to work on this one tonight or not. My camera's getting more orange because the model's so big. I'm going to cut the music and I'm going to check on... that. Oh, someone subbed through all this. Wow, that is so orangey now. I'm gonna just remove that. And I think it will... Yeah. That's back to normal now. So we set that down, and I put my hand here. Oh my lord. I think because this is so blue, my camera's trying to make it more orange, and because my hand's so tan, it counteracts it. Oh, that is funky. I like that. I think at the very least I could do the top of the tank. I'm not sure where I was going with a lot of this. It's been quite a while since I've touched you, and I probably need to dust you off as well. Or should I call it here? We have kind of hit the 2-hour mark. I can call it here. I do plan on streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure when, though. Like, I should have done 7 today, but again, I was a little bit later. But I think tomorrow I'm going to do a little treat for myself, and I'm going to work on a night. I think that's what I'll do tomorrow. If I don't, you'll see with the title, we'll continue on doing this list. It still needs to be done. I just think we need a little bit of a switch up. We need some other models to be worked on. So, yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you all here in the future. If you enjoy the content and want to see more, no, I am not painting Ultramarines. I am doing a custom Space Marine chapter. Also, welcome to stream. I think now because we have a new person, I will continue painting a little bit longer. I just read your full name. Jesus Christ. But how's it going, Burger? I can actually touch up the parts that are black. Yeah. I call my chapter the Executioners of the Abyss. They are a mixed gene seed chapter. But I run these guys mostly as Dark Angels, and the list that I'm working on is a 2,000 point Dark Angels list. So, yeah, I've done most of the models in the list. I just have a Gladiator Lancer left to do as a big centerpiece, and I think a few characters and small things here and there. I'm not fully sure. I have to get all the models together and find out. But at least tonight, I finished the Outrider ATV. That is completed. And then I finished fully the Blade Guard. They had like just the Purity Seals left to do on them. So that's fully done. Yeah. I think I gotta touch up either the chaplain that I'm running with them or something else. Actually, I gotta work on the lieutenant that's for the list as well, now that I'm thinking about it. Because that lieutenant, he was one of the first ones I've done in the first company scheme, so it's not looking the 100% best. Yes, I do. I actually initially painted this guy with an airbrush. I have been through 2 airbrushes. Well, I've been through 2 airbrushes so far. I destroyed my first one by clogging it up with paint. And then I poured acetone down it. I am painting up a Gladiator Lancer, and I'm doing it in my custom chapter colors. If yes, I strongly suggest using it for that. What? On what I'm doing here? I mean, yes, the problem I think I have with a airbrush is... I mean, probably for the tip, I think I'm going to do a burn effect, though, for the tip. Oh, I bought a cheap, like, $20 airbrush clownfish. It was a cheap one off of Amazon. I was cleaning out the chunks and stuff, like it was working, but then, like, some of it went into the mechanism and somehow ate away the plastic inside, so that is what happened. But really, I don't need... Yeah, the thing is I did buy a second one, so now I have it. An airbrush would be handy. Actually, did I do airbrush? I might have done a sponge with this one. Actually, it might have been airbrush then sponged. Yeah, it was airbrush then sponged. There's a few spots I'm going to paint black, but the rest is really going to be staying the blue that it is, and a couple other things. But I think for the gun barrel here, I'm going to do like a burn effect. Yeah, here we go. So the 2 armies that I've been playing currently have been Space Marines and Imperial Knights. I played my Knights a lot more recently than my Space Marines, but I'll be dusting off some of these guys this weekend for a game. So yeah. But eventually, for armies, at least in 40k, I want to do guard. I have a Custodes army that I really should dust off as well. I have 1,000 points of those guys, and I've only done 3 games with them. I love my Knights as well. They are... I don't know if they're the cheapest army I've ever bought. Are they the cheapest army I've bought? I think they're the cheapest 2,000 point army I have bought so far. And I say that because I've bought in all my Knights under GW prices. The only ones I paid full price for are my Armigers. I have 2 Armigers and 5 Questoris Knights. I need to get a... or not that I need, but I want to get the one that's nothing but shooty, and then I want to get the new one that came out. But for my list, I'm looking at it currently, I run 2 Paladins, a Warden, a Crusader, and then I run 2 Armigers and a Sister of Battle Squad. I do. I will fully admit I do. I got really lucky. I bought 4 of my knights. No, I bought... Yeah, 4. I bought 4 of my knights for 150 together. And then I bought 1 on its own for 150. And another one for 150. Or I might have bought 2 of them for 100. Like 100 each. I buy from my local game store. Luckily, they do have an eBay section. They don't show it to the public. But they used to have a case of like fully done models. And 2 of them were in there. So I bought one that was fully done. Like the guy painted it and all that stuff. And that was the first one I ever bought. And then I saw one of the employees walk by with a box of like 4 knights in a box. And I'm like, what is that and how much is it? And it's like, these are knights. And in total it's like 150. So I was like, cool, I will buy all those. Yes, but in my area, that doesn't work. So, the retail stores do get it for that 10 to 20% off, but then they up the price to GW's price so that they can make money on it, and then also taxes on top of it. They list everything as their GW price. But I do want to buy a Castellan. I want to buy the other... I think Death Guard are cool. I've played against them twice. For all the armies I've enjoyed... For all the Chaos ones I've enjoyed fighting, they are 3rd on the list. I think they're 3rd. Khorne's number 1. Undivided's 2nd. But I think it's mostly because my buddy plays Undivided. And then it goes Death Guard, Slanesh, then Tzeentch. Defender. I gotta look up Defender. Is that the... I gotta figure out which one... The one I'm thinking of is. Shop. Warhammer. Armies of Imperium. Imperial Knights. It's the Knight Desier that I want to get. But what does the Defender look like? Not on the website, so I'm going to look it up. Knight Defender. Oh, I want to build a Knight Defender. So I have one more Knight in a box, and I'm going to fully magnetize it. And I want to run a Defender because it looks like another good anti-tank monster to me. Or, yeah, it's another good anti-tank. Yeah. So it's one I want to build. I guess technically I do own 6 Knights. Didn't realize it. Yeah, I still got one in a box I haven't touched since I bought it. And at some point I need to... Well, I want to build it. I'm not sure when, though. Well, goodbye, Clownfish. Yeah, I should probably call it here soon as well. I didn't want to call it because we had some new people come in, but it is almost 10:30 EST for me, and I gotta work in the morning. But we'll go from there. While I do this, I'll do my little spiel for those that are here. If you enjoy the content and you want to see more, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to be more part of the community and see, well, at least hang out, chat with me, and see other models people posted, or share your own models, or other little hobby stuff you're into, I have a Discord. It is completely free to join, and it's more of a hobby creator space. It's not just Warhammer I'm into, I want to eventually do cosplay stuff on the channel. I want to get into blacksmithing again, do some carpentry stuff. So if you're into any hobby, I want to hear about it. I want to see about it. Go there and share your stuff. Also, if you want to support the channel monetarily, I do have a Ko-Fi account, Ko-Fi or Coffee. Everything you donate goes strictly into the channel. All for supplies or hiring an editor for videos, all that stuff. But with that all being said, you don't have to do any of that. Just having you here, popping in, chatting, saying hi, or just looking at it is more than enough. I get on here to be a silly goober and try and paint up my models, or do some other hobby stuff to the best of my ability. So, with that all being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.